Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to JWE Wednesday Night Wingcrest. We're coming to you live from Indianapolis, Indiana, where tonight we are less than a week away from our Wingcrest Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view event. Get ready for some excitement and drama as the competitors ready themselves for the big event ahead, and don't be surprised to see some pre-event shenanigans going on, because this is Wingcrest. And now for our first matchup of the evening. Introducing first, it is the Thunder from Down Under. It is Outback Thunder. And Outback, he was on a bit of a hot streak a couple of weeks ago, but now that streak did a complete 180, and now I think it's like 2 or 3 losses in a row. Yeah, back to the old Outback Thunder that we know from earlier on. And for his opponent, it is the one and only Raiden. And here we go, both men staring each other down. Referee getting both wrestlers ready and rings the bell. Outback immediately tossing Raiden into the corner, turning him around, and a kick right to the back of the head into the baseball slide suplex very early on in the match. Climbing back into the ring and connecting with the neck breaker and into a stomp to the face. And now some more stomps, picking Raiden back up. And a neckbreaker suplex. And a shoulder barge. Now picking Raiden up and in the chicken wing, excuse me. And now the stump leg puller. And a diving knee strike from the top rope into the pin. There's 1. And 2, Raiden kicks out. And Outback with the ground and pound into a stomp to the face and another stomp right to the back of the head. Picking Raiden back up to his feet, but Raiden eventually getting the offense. Better late than never, I suppose, with that reversal, picking Outback up and taking him down, and then flexing on him just for good measure. And now looking for the people's moonsault. There's the backflip and the crossbody splash. Into the pin, there's 1. Outback kicks out. Raiden stomping Outback on the arm. And a falling knee strike connects. Outback rolling to the outside. Raiden following him, probably not the best idea, but Raiden's blocking those punches, but not blocking that pickup. Now Outback picking Raiden back up into onto all fours, and the hammer strike to the back, and now Outback climbing back into the ring and rolling back out because, of course. Just a crotch chop on him. Fantastic. Now Outback picking Raiden up and sending him face first into the apron. There's a 2 count. And a neck breaker. Rolling Raiden back onto his back. Picking him up. And a falling powerbomb on the outside, but Raiden quick to his feet. Outback even quicker with that reversal. That dodge, excuse me. And the double knee strike to the gut. Into the foot DDT on the outside. Referee already up to a 6 count. Outback picking Raiden back up and tossing him back inside the ring. And they're both in at the count of 8. Outback with a little bit of taunting. Raiden greeting him back inside the ring with that backbreaker powerbomb. Picking Outback back up to his feet. And the rolling Russian leg sweep. Picking Outback again back to his feet. Up over the shoulders, and Outback reversing his way out. Raiden's not having a very good match here. Outback with the chokeslam, but Raiden elbowing out before he could even be picked up. Now Raiden with the backflip roll into the rolling head scissor takedown. And the double leg dropkick right to the face. Into the pin. That's just like Raiden. There's 2, Outback kicks out. No matter how unfortunate the situation, he's always looking to get a little bit cheeky. And now picking Outback up and looking for the rules of nature. Taking him down into the pin. There's 1 and 2, and Outback again kicks out. But Raiden seems to be regaining control a little bit. Or rather, Outback is losing control of the match. Raiden with the crossbody splash to the outside, that connects. Rolling Outback onto his side, and a soccer ball kick right to the spine into the standing moonsault. And the facebuster suplex on the outside into the hamstring stomp. Referee counting up to 3. Raiden tossing Outback into the barricade. And a backbreaker using the barricade as a weapon. Referee at 4. Should be 5 pretty soon. Yep, there it is. And Raiden with the suplex right into the apron. But Outback with the reversal and the knee to the hamstring. Now picking Raiden up over his shoulders and again sending him face first into the apron. Referee up to the 7 count. Outback turning him around. And looking to choke him out. Referee at 8. They really need to be careful. Outback sliding in and sliding back out. Resetting the count back to 1. It's not quite done yet. Instead, tossing Raiden back into the ring. You could have done that the first time, moron. Raiden with the block, but not blocking that knife edge chop. Completely disintegrating Raiden's defenses and allowing for that gutbuster. Rolling Raiden onto his back and pulling on the arm. And now Outback looking for the powerbomb. Gonna get it. I thought that was gonna be the Southern Cross, but nope. Raiden kicks out at the count of 2, but I think Outback is gonna be looking for the Southern Cross here. But Raiden getting out of the way just in the nick of time. Punching Outback up against the ropes, and another head scissor takedown. And again, Outback rolling out of the ring because, I don't know, Raiden is just, he's wondering why too. I mean, I know why. The AI in this game are cowards. Outback picking Raiden on the outside, and another powerbomb on the outside of the ring, picking him back up. And again, tossing him into the ring. Outback, if you want to fight in the ring, just stay in the ring. It's not that difficult. Climbing up top, looking for the elbow drop. Thought that was going to be missed, but no, somehow connects. And now Outback, I think it's time for the Southern Cross powerbomb. No, Outback Thunder with the rules of nature. Outback Thunder with the rules of nature out of nowhere, going for the pin. There's 1 and 2, and Raiden had just been pinned by Outback Thunder using the rules of nature against him. Wow. You know, heading into this match, I thought that Raiden was a shoo-in for a victory, but no. Welcome to Wingcrest, where, you know, anything can and will happen, including Outback Thunder getting an incredible underdog victory. And now a match between 2 top championship contenders. Introducing first, it is the ultimate gymnast, Akane Owari. And with how tight the women's division is so far, or right now, it's... I mean, the top 5 are separated by very little, including these 2. And her opponent, it is the up-and-coming Special Inquisitor of Mor Ardain, Lady Morag. And Morag's rise has been nothing but spectacular. Like, coming out of nowhere and then just winning match after match against top contenders, including that win against Sakura a few weeks ago, remember? And yeah, she is absolutely in the championship conversation. And now both women ready. Morag beckoning Akane on. Referee rings the bell. But Akane not running towards Morag. Instead, they meet in the middle, with Morag immediately beginning the offense with that spinning neckbreaker. But Akane with the reversal, kick to the gut, into the springboard backflip, hooking her arm around Morag's neck and taking her down. Into the spine breaker. And the arm pull. Morag back to her feet, but Akane forcing her back up completely. And a spinning high kick. Morag rolling to the outside. Just trying to catch her breath a little bit. Akane climbing up top. And a jumping facebuster that's going to connect. Into the neckbreaker, and I thought that was going to reset the count to 1, but I guess not. Morag back to her feet, and tossing Akane into the ring at a very sharp angle. Jumping back into the ring herself, but being met with a spinning knee by Akane. Morag, I thought she was rolling out, but nope, using the ropes to help her get back to her feet. But Akane taking her back down and into the ground and pound. Hooking her arm around Morag's neck again, and then connecting with the cross-arm neckbreaker. Morag rolling back to her feet. Akane barely getting out of the way of that running clothesline, but Morag regaining control, tossing her into the ropes, and the 180 backbreaker. Into a stomp to the hamstring. Now stomping Akane all the way to the northern ropes. And then bringing her back with that lever pull arm breaker. Akane rolling to the outside. Morag, I thought she was stalking her from the outside, but no. And now they're just playing cat and mouse. Finally meeting in the corner, with both women trying to block air. Akane eventually punching Morag into the barricade and some kicks, and then tossing her. I thought she was trying to toss her over the barricade. Referee already up to 5. Very quick count here. Tossing Morag into the barricade. There's 6. Like, they really need to be careful. Morag with the slip. Akane with the slip. Morag tossing Akane into the barricade. There's 7. Morag making her way back into the ring at the count of 8. And so does Akane. But Morag with the jumping knee strike into the pin. There's 1. Akane kicks out. Akane winning the grapple, walking Morag all the way to the eastern ropes. Pulling her away, and now looking for the springboard bulldog. And that's going to connect. Got a lot of distance on that. Now into the pin, there's 1. And 2, but Morag is not quite done. Akane picking Morag back to her feet. Up over the shoulder, and the spinning facebuster. Akane running from one corner to the other, climbing up top, showing off her gymnast skills. She really should be in Paris here. Going for the pin, there's 1. There's 2, and again, Morag kicks out. And for those of you in the future watching this, this is 2024, and the Summer Olympics are taking place in Paris. And again, Akane with the backflip, cross by splash, there's 2. And Morag a little bit too out of breath to kick out. Getting the wind knocked out of her, and Akane taking advantage, getting the 3 count. And for some reason I was talking with the beat. I guess that's just the musician inside me. You like what you see, though.
Here's your winner, the Falcon, Akane Owens.
Morag still rising above the rest of the competition, but Akane again, she's also a top contender. I think she's even above Mukuro and Junko. We shall see who Sakura fights at Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. I think it's going to be Junko, but we could always have a last-minute switch. And now, already on to our third match of the evening, introducing first, it is Waluigi. And I'm not sure if we've seen this matchup before. I don't remember. But yeah, this is certainly gonna be an interesting one. Because his opponent is the freshest man of Wingcrest, the irresistible force, Chubbs McGee. And both men getting ready, just towering over the referee. And they just slowly saunter over towards each other. Chubbs McGee immediately tossing Waluigi back into his corner. And the hip drop into the double leg drop kick. McGee pinning Waluigi's hand to the mat and just stomping on his hand. But Waluigi with the reversal. The uppercut, the right hand, another, and tripping McGee up. And a stomp to the hamstring. Into the hamstring, elbow drop, into the punches right to the knee. Picking McGee back up to his feet. A couple of knife edge chops and a huge slap. Sending McGee for a run. Punching him off the apron, and now both men on the outside. And Waluigi with his signature crotch chops. McGee back to his feet. And tossing Waluigi into the ring, climbing in himself, or rolling in. Waluigi with the dodge. And the rolling neck breaker. And the rolling neck snap. And Waluigi just taking firm control of this match. We have seen matches before where it looks like McGee is like cooked in the first half and then just an absolute miraculous comeback. So never quite count him out. There's one. There's two. Unless he's standing on the outside for 10 seconds, then do count him out, because that is literally the rules. And as soon as I say that, McGee with the reversal. And now turning Waluigi into a backpack and breaking his neck for the second time this season. Okay, it wasn't McGee the first time. It was Senator Armstrong, but you know. And the rolling neck breaker. Waluigi with the reversal being sent into the corner and a Waplex out of nowhere. Going for the pin. There's one. There's two, and McGee powers out. And now rolling to the outside. Waluigi with a couple more crotch chops and then just shaking his ass at McGee before the split leg takedown. And now Waluigi with the lever pull arm breaker on the outside, and I'm surprised we're only at a 2 count. Referee being a little bit slow this match. Letting them fight. There's 3. Waluigi picking McGee back up. And the ripcord into the jumping knee. And again picking McGee up, and there's a very quick 5 count. Slipping the punch and the knee, or excuse me, the elbow right to the face. There's 6. Waluigi sending McGee face first into the ring post. And now referee counting up to 8. McGee needs to be careful here. And now Waluigi resets the count back to 1. Wanting to send McGee into the ring on his own volition. I mean, there's a kick to the gut into the neck breaker. Maybe he just wants to do a little bit more damage, taking full advantage of the reset count. And now Waluigi showing off his jiu-jitsu skills into a headlock on the outside, just trying to make, just trying to cut the oxygen a little bit, make McGee a little bit more exhausted. Before tossing him back inside the ring, Waluigi climbing in himself. Before tossing McGee into the corner, and are we going to be seeing a corner Waplex? Nope, we're just going to be riding the Waluigi with the Wa Ride. And now Waluigi lining up a second Waplex. Kick to the gut, and there it is. Into the pin. I'm surprised it's not a rope break. There's 2. And Waluigi had that in the peg from bell to bell. If you want to talk about squash matches, you have the fruit, or you have the gourd, you have the indoor sport, and you have that. And that is the most squash out of all of them. Like, McGee could do absolutely nothing. And Waluigi making his return felt. That was a very big win. Especially heading into TLC, where he might be getting another shot at the title. Just wait and see. And now starting off our second half of matches for the evening. Introducing first. It is your former Women's Universal Champion. It is the Ultimate Soldier, Mukuro Ikusaba. And yeah, Mukuro doing everything in her power to get another shot at the title. Not gonna happen this Sunday, but maybe at forgetting, is it? It's not Hell in a Cell next. Forgetting what's after TLC. But not in 1 week, or not this Sunday, but next month, perhaps. And now for her opponent, it is the Yakuza Huntress, Kaoru Sayama. Having a bit of it... Okay, looks like Junko wants to have a go at her sister. And now instead of Kaoru, it's Junko and Oshima who's going to be taking on Mukuro. Referee taking this on the chin. Ringing the bell, and immediately they run towards each other. Absolutely no love lost. Mukuro grabbing Junko, tossing her to the northern ropes, and the takedown into the ground and pound. Now telling Junko off, but Junko getting out of the way, and the head scissor takedown off the springboard into the crossbody, into the 180 standing shooting star. But Mukuro grappling her from behind, and a suplex, picking her up by her neck, and a cross arm neck breaker. Very popular move. Very popular. Now looking for the stomp, but Junko getting out of the way. Tossing Mukuro over the top rope and climbing out herself. And setting Mukuro up against the ropes. Hanging her over, and a gutbuster into the falling fist. Now Junko picking Mukuro back up to her feet, but Mukuro with the reversal, blocking that kick, but Junko with the reversal right back. Tossing Mukuro into the corner, but Mukuro getting out of the way. And Mukuro with the suplex, picking Junko back to her feet. And the tossing suplex, referee at 6. Mukuro picking her sister back up. And another tossing suplex. And again picking Junko up. But Junko with the reversal, Mukuro with the reversal right back. And now referee at 8. And both women back inside the ring. But Mukuro grabbing Junko, tossing her into the corner, running after her, and the spear. But picking her up right away, and another suplex into the pin. There's one. But Junko kicking out. And yeah, Mukuro not taking too kindly to Junko ambushing her original opponent and taking her place. Junko getting out of the way of that that top rope. Neckbreaker, but Mukuro with the reversal, Junko right back into the double knee spine breaker, into the half hook neck breaker, and dragging Mukuro away from the ropes into the pin. Thought it was a little bit too late. There's one, there's two. Mukuro kicks out, but bit unexpected. The pin, I mean, not quite the kick out. Mukuro elbowing herself out of the fireman's carry, but Junko again with the reversal. They're reading each other like books. I guess that's what happens when you're twin sisters. Now Junko going for the pin. There's one. Mukuro kicks out. And Junko with the double knee gut buster, picking Mukuro back to her feet. Into the fireman's carry again. And the barrel takedown. Trapping, nope. Grabbing the head and slamming her face first. Thought she was going to trap the hand and break the arm. Now Junko climbing up top. And a diving elbow drop. That's going to connect into the pin. Bit of a slow pin there, but very fast kick out. Mukuro getting out of the way of that stomp. Picking Junko up over her shoulders. And a rolling backbreaker. Going for the pin, protecting the ropes. There's one. And two. Junko doesn't need a rope break to get out. Now Mukuro tossing Junko, but whiffing on the Irish whip. Trying to grab a little bit too soon. Junko getting out of the way of that grab. And another 180 half hook neck breaker. And again, dragging her away. Picking Mukuro back to her feet. Over the shoulders again. Into the powerbomb and the pin. There's one. There's two. Mukuro gets out. I thought she was going to lower her leg, try to get a rope break, but don't think she exactly knew where she was. And didn't realize that was even an option. Junko with a double leg dropkick from the top rope. Into the falling fist, but again, Mukuro getting out of the way. Whiffing on that punch. Depth perception a little bit off. Junko with the rolling takedown, both women again to the outside. Junko picking Mukuro back to her feet. But Mukuro again with the reversal, and like how many times have they reversed each other's moves this match? Like 30, 40? It seems like that. Junko with a reversal. It's been very back and forth. No one sister could really get and keep an advantage because the other just keeps stealing it. Referee at 4. Mukuro with the reversal. Tossing Junko back into the ring. There's 5. Mukuro standing around for a little bit. Climbing in at the count of 6. Junko climbing out, climbing back in. Picking Mukuro up over the shoulders again. Into the neck breaker. Into the pin, protecting the rope herself, but Mukuro somehow finding a way to grab onto the rope. And now Junko with the falling knee. Picking Mukuro back up to her feet. But Mukuro with the reversal right back with that back elbow. With that back elbow. And now taking Junko down into a cross-armed Fujiwara armbar. A cross-face Fujiwara armbar. Trying to get a submission, but Junko is not going to be submitted that easily. Both women trying, like they're just desperately trying to figure out what they need to do to pin the other. Falling arm breaker by Junko into the reverse armbar, just trying to wear down any sense of offense that Mukuro might still have. I mean, she has a lot. I don't know why I said that. And Mukuro kicking Junko off of her in that reversal. Going for a pin off the reversal. There's 1. There's 2. And that would have been one hell of a finish. But alas, it is not. Why did I say Sakura? Mukuro with another crossface Fujiwara armbar, but Junko getting out even faster this time. Punching her way out. Mukuro turning her around. And the facebuster, I thought she was going to go for the F5. But not quite. Instead, the double stomp arm breaker. Picking Junko back up to her feet, but Junko with the reversal right back. A swift right hand, sending Mukuro for a run. And the arm drag, that's how you do an Irish whip. Both women on the outside, probably for the last time this match. Junko just yelling at Mukuro, telling her to stay down. There's one. Mukuro with the reversal. Telling Junko to just get back up and continue the fight. Junko doesn't, so Mukuro forces her. And a cross-arm neckbreaker. Picking Junko back up to her feet, tossing her into the barricade. And a right hand. And the backbreaker into the barricade. There's 5. They have 5 more seconds to get back into the ring, and Mukuro tosses Junko in. Climbing it at 6, but I mean, it was like 5.7 versus 6.1, basically in at the same time. And now Mukuro with the comeback and the backbreaker into the pin. There's a 1 and a 2, and Junko still kicking out. Mukuro picking Junko back up to her feet. Tossing her for an Irish whip. And the backpack suplex. And is she looking for another armbar, or is she looking for a neckbreaker? Armbar. Will she get the submission this time? Locked in. And yes, Junko's gonna tap out. And Mukuro they had it at the beginning, lost it, and fought her way back. And that is a very typical Despair Sister rivalry match. It's just like, how many reversals did they have? Had to be like 45 at the end. At least it felt like that. It was just reversal after reversal. They were reading each other like books. Probably because they were so used to reading each other's diaries as kids, but that's familial trauma in the past. I don't want to dig that up. Also, I just made that up. But yeah, Mukuro Ikusaba coming out on top against her sister and dampening any championships hope that Junko might have heading into TLC. Now for the penultimate matchup of the evening. Introducing first. It is your current men's Universal Champion, although I'm not sure for how long, with the curse of the men's championship belt looming overhead.
Making his way to the ring from the good old USA, weighing in at 500 pounds, the men's undisputed extreme, the Universal World Champion, the Senator Armstrong.
It is Senator Armstrong. Looking to break the curse on Sunday with a win. But considering the past that this belt has had, I'm not exactly My hopes aren't exactly too high for an Armstrong win on Sunday. As he's going to be facing off against, I believe it's going to be Kiryu and McGee in a triple threat ladder match, but I could be a triple threat TLC match, but could be wrong about that. I haven't seen the schedule in a while. And his opponent, it is the Pawtucket Patriot, the Big G, Peter Griffin.
Rhode Island, weighing in at 270 pounds, Peter Griffin.
Now both men staring each other down. Referee rings the bell, and they immediately run towards each other and just bump shoulders before Armstrong pushing Peter Griffin down, picking him up, and a spinning powerbomb into the pin. There's 1 and 2, but Peter Griffin getting out. Back to his feet, but Armstrong tossing him from one side of the ring to the other. I'm looking for the RKO, but Peter Griffin blocking that. And into the stomping knee breaker. And a face breaker against the knee. To an arm breaker, and Peter with the rolling elbow. Quickly turning the tides of this match. Looking for the stomp. Armstrong getting out of the way. A right hand tossing Peter to the northern ropes in the Irish whip, but whiffing on the attack. And now an uppercut right to the stomach. And now just flexing on Peter Griffin as he keeps him trapped under his foot. Peter climbing back into the ring after, for whatever reason, climbing out, sending Armstrong for an Irish whip, and that's how you do an attack. And now a spinning powerbomb into the pin. There's 1, but Armstrong kicks out. Peter Griffin picking Armstrong back up, a knife edge chop into the backhand, and the neck breaker. And again picking Armstrong to his feet. And the headbutt, sending Armstrong halfway across the map, halfway across the ring, but Armstrong pushing him away, and the RKO into the pin. There's 1. Peter Griffin kicks out. And now just yelling at the crowd. Peter with a headbutt from behind, sending Armstrong down, and dragging him away from the ropes. Looking for the stomp, but Armstrong getting out of the way, and a headbutt of his own into the spinning backbreaker and the pin. There's 1. There's 2, but Peter Griffin stays alive in this match. Armstrong picking him back up to his feet. Looking for the collective unconscious, but Peter reversing that into an elbow drop. Picking Armstrong back to his feet again. And another spinning powerbomb into the pin. There's one. Armstrong still kicking out. Trying to roll out of the ring, but can only get as far as the apron. But Peter, I thought he was gonna punch him off, but no. Just tossing him just back inside the ring and now stomped to the kidney. Picking Armstrong back up to his feet. And into the corner. And the headbutt. And I think we're going to be looking, yes, for the corner big G drop. Middle rope. And there it is. Peter sitting on Armstrong for the pin. There's one. There's two. But Armstrong somehow getting out. Peter picking Armstrong back up and tossing him into the corner again. And looking for a second big G drop. Armstrong not going to reverse that either. Being dragged again into the corner. And again, a big G drop. Excuse me, big G drop into a traditional pin here. There's one, there's two, and Armstrong again kicking out, probably a little bit easier this time, as he doesn't have all 400 pounds of Peter sitting on top of him. Now Peter with the leg drop, but Armstrong getting out of the way just in time. Picking Peter back up to his feet, and the clothesline, slipping that powerbomb, and wanting more, picking Peter up, and another bomb right into the corner, and a pin for Senator Armstrong. There's one, there's two. Griffin gets out, but I think Armstrong's going to be looking for a collective unconscious pretty soon if Peter Griffin doesn't reverse that. Peter with the clothesline. And the rolling elbow, that's going to connect to the sternum. Both men to the outside. And Peter with the thought he was going to go for the head, but no, the stomp to the chest. Picking Armstrong back to his feet, and a clothesline. Referee, I believe, out of 3, there's 4. And again, picking Armstrong to his feet. Tossing him into the steps, there's 5. Griffin retreating back into the ring. Armstrong stunned on the outside, and Peter resetting the count back to 1. Armstrong sending him into the corner. Now, it's Armstrong's turn to retreat back into the ring, and Peter Griffin is quick to follow. Peter with the kick to the stomach, sending him for a run, diving down, and tripping him up with that kick, and a stomp to the chest, stomp to the face, and a Revolution knee strike. And Peter with the crossbody splash. And now looking for a big G drop in the middle of the ring, sitting down on Armstrong, going for the pin. There's 1 and 2. And that does not bode well for Armstrong. He was absolutely nowhere in that match. And when you're heading into a pay-per-view week, you want to be on the top of your game the show before, and Armstrong just wasn't there. And is the curse taking effect this early? I mean, we've seen it affect Peter earlier. We've seen it affect Nekomaru a lot, Waluigi a lot. So this isn't unprecedented. And now for our main event of the evening. Introducing first. It is the intergalactic bounty hunter herself, Samus Aran.
future, the assassin, Sam Aran.
And her opponent,
And from Sin City, Big TNT.
this isn't her normal entrance. I don't know what's going on, but it is Big Trish. Now both women staring each other down for this main event. Referee rings the bell, and Trish begins with the punches. And now climbing up top, after sending Samus down to the ground, telling Samus to get back to her feet. And a diving right hand. Samus very quick to her feet. Trish with the hip toss into the arm breaker. Now Samus into the corner. Trish with the power bomb. And the arm pull. And yes, Trish is just like claiming this match early. Picking Samus back to her feet. A couple of right hands, a knife edge chop into the spinning punch takedown. Samus kicking her off. And the punches right to the back. Samus looking for another handstand knee drop, but Trish getting out of the way and looking for a pin of her own. There's one. Samus kicks out. And Trish with the ground and pound. Do a stomp to the chest. And some more. Looking for the stomp, but Samus getting out of the way, spinning elbow into the kick combo, and the twirling head scissor takedown. And now Samus trying to get herself back into the match. Picking Trish back to her feet, kick to the stomach. And the rolling takedown into a submission attempt. I don't think we've ever seen this before. With Trish kneeing herself out. Picking Samus up and sending her chest first into the ropes and going for a pin. There's one. And two, Samus kicks out. And now Trish looking for the finisher. The backpack neckbreaker. And now Trish going for a pin. There's one and two. Samus somehow kicks out. Samus with the reversal and a stomp to the chest. And the jumping facebuster Trish rolling to the outside. Samus climbing up top. And a diving crossbody splash into a stomp to the hand. And Samus with another stomp. This time to the upper arm, picking Trish back up. Referee at 3. Spinning heel kick. Samus sending Trish back into the ring, climbing in herself. And another handstand elbow drop into the ground and pound from behind. The pounds to the spine, and for a pin of her own. There's 1 and 2. Not surprised that Trish kicks out. And now Samus climbing to the middle rope, staring down at her opponent, waiting for her to get up before the crossbody splash, just adding a little bit more damage to it. And a stomp to the hamstring. Samus picking Trish back up to her feet, and with a backpack neckbreaker of her own. Going for a pin. There's 1. There's 2. Trish kicks out. And Samus with a leg pull into the stump leg breaker. With Trish trying to regain the advantage with that reversal and the hip toss, preventing Samus from moving anywhere, dragging her 2 inches further into the ring, rolling her up, and looking for the rolling rolling backbreaker into the bridging pin. There's 2. Samus somehow with the power to kick out. Trish picking her back up to her feet. Samus with the reversal into the clothesline. Picking Trish back up to her feet, tossing her into the corner. And the corner clothesline into the rolling neckbreaker. And Samus not going for the pin quite yet. Instead, looking for another intergalactic neckbreaker into the pin. There's 1. There's 2. And Trish is not going to kick out of this. And Samus putting Trish back into her place. It's about time that somebody's done that. Yeah, as we watch the replays, I would like to thank you all for joining us here tonight on Wingcrest. And hope to see you on Friday for Eclipse, and then on Sunday for tables, ladders, and chairs. But until then, we are signing out from Indianapolis. See ya.